So we join back in with our adventurers after last week. They had continued to fight against the weird corruption that had been building within the Lurixon Temple. With the assistance of the Golem, they'd managed to fight a corrupted angel, a corrupted toad. What else corrupted things did you fight? Corrupted bullets. You fought loads of corrupted things, wasps, and now fighting off still pixies and a giant floating eel, electrical eel to note. We join them now as this time the tunnel had not spat anything out, but almost in collapsing under its own growth had begun to close up around. The mechanics of such Dante and Ichi, as you guys can see through and are closest, any creature bigger than small needs to make an athletics or an acrobatics to get through the space. And Dante, you would note, as it's swelling with energy, or probably more Ichi from your side, because it's still sort of staying away from Dante specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But Ichi, it's becoming harder material, almost like it's firming up rather than being the sinking in material. It's almost like, again, it's almost like it's growing a body as this is now muscle going over there.
I wonder where I got you from sometimes.
Hey.
We've all wondered that.
I did say this, like I never actually intend to go down such a horrific route, and then we just end up here, and I'm like, oh well.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw out, none of us led this.
No, I know, no, you never do.
Yeah,
you never do.
We just happened to get here somehow.
In any adventure I have ever done, I never intend to do this, but it's always great. It gets a good reaction, you know.
Some good old body horror.
Honestly, Liam fucking loves it. He can't keep it out.
I'm not too bad. I'm not like
Said.
that. I'm not horrific. Okay, so Eleni, top of the round. There is definitely at least one invisible pixie.
Mm-hmm.
You know it is because it's the same sort of slash. It's like something needly stabbed into your knee, and you felt the same thing. There is one directly in your face. Again, they're not grappling you, but they are in melee with you.
I mean, to be honest though, I'm holding my bow and I'm not dropping that. There's not an awful lot I can do about them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... How far are people from me in the room?
So Ash and the table, Ash and Arta, where the potions are sort of stacked right now, are 20 foot diagonally to your right.
Okay.
It's then another 20 foot round the table-ish to get towards Ichi, and then you're quite a bit from the corridor and Dante and the crew and Bowley.
I just need to check the wording of a spell just to see something.
If anyone has Dimension Door, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Zephyr Strike from all the wind.
I've literally got one spell left, so I'm just looking at exactly what it does and whether it's worth using.
We do have a door though.
It would work on a punch. You do have a door. You do have a door. Zephyr Strike, like it's a melee attack. It's any attack that it works with.
So Zephyr Strike says, you move like the wind. Until the spell ends, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn.
Well, weapon attack. Yes, but you can move first and then...
Yeah. But so I can use my bow to give... I can get advantage on my bow strike as well. It doesn't have to
I was thinking more about getting the extra movement. You have to attack before you get the extra burst of...
Yes.
60 foot to get another 30 foot movement, basically.
That's fine though, because what I'm going to do is I am going to...
Are you still flying?
Yeah.
Is that concentration?
No, it's her moth.
My moths are keeping me up. It's only if I'm incapacitated that I'm basically hovering. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come 10 feet down.
Are you casting Zephyr Strike first?
Yes, sorry. Yes,
okay.
I'm casting
I just wanted to check.
Yeah, so I'm casting Zephyr Strike. I'm going
10 foot down.
to come 10 foot down, which is my 10 foot of flight.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to move to the table
Yep.
and free item interaction, grab one of those potions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I'm going to give myself advantage on a shot on the eel.
Mm-hmm. I'll say obviously you would know to do that. You would shoot before you grab because obviously if you've got potion in hand,
Okay.
it's
So
you
yeah,
know what I
that's
mean. It's
fine.
not.
Yeah.
It's all fine. It works, but
Yeah.
you would shoot because you don't have the actions
So
to
yeah.
put it away properly.
So I'll move to the table. I'll shoot twice,
Shoot.
and then I'll pick up.
Grab and go.
And
Yeah.
then I've still got movement, then haven't I? If I need
Yeah.
it.
So do
So,
your
okay.
shots. Are you doing both shots on the eel or just the first?
I'm gonna do both on the eel, so I get advantage
Okay.
on the first one, don't I?
Yep.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that is. Oh, that was so shit. It rolled 2d8 and I got 2 ones.
Oh.
So that's a 1 doubled to a 2. Plus, that's 5 whole damage.
Nice.
But I do get to do a
You
d100.
get
don't
your
I?
D100.
That was so shit.
It becomes unconscious. Wonderful.
That's a 47, which is I push the target 10 feet back.
Okay, so it just doesn't have the momentum as you strike it straight dead center of its body and just force it. That moves it closer to the wall and above
Okay.
the corridor that Ichi and Dante are in.
Okay, and then my second attack on it is a 21
Just
to hit,
yep, still hits.
and that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send my moths out after it to do an additional whatever it is, 1d something,
D6.
1d6. So that's another 1 damage from that.
Okay.
And then I want to move to a space. I'm looking
Yeah,
for
free. So back
just a free
towards where
space.
where the corridor you guys came in is pretty
Mhm.
clear.
Okay.
You can put yourself back over that side,
Yeah.
and put you back up against that side, that wall.
Yeah. And I would actually say out loud to the guys, like, out of spells, guys. Just so that you know. Oh, but Liam, I would have grabbed my free item after I
Yes,
shot.
you
I would
get
have
you.
grabbed the potion and took it with me.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. Top. Well, not top of the round after it. Then it is the eel. So, okay, having been pushed back, and it doesn't get that back yet. Okay, so you can see that now that it's sort of like discharged the energy, it's almost like dull bodied. It's all its energy sort of left it, and it's gonna zoom down and almost like coming down on top of Ichi is gonna try and like bite down on top of you. So the first bite attack is a 18.
Meet it to beat it.
Oh, unfortunately. So 5, 8 points of piercing and 2 points of lightning.
Oof. 10 points total.
And then it's
Wonderful.
going to continue to
Concentration still going.
it sweeps away from you, Ichi. It does provide you a no, because of its size, it can move and attack at. No, it will. It'll give you an attack of opportunity as it moves away, but it's going to zoom over towards Volu and try and chop down on Volu as well with a second attack.
Okay, attack of opportunity.
For only a 15 to hit you, Volu.
I rolled a dirty 20.
That does hit.
Wonderful.
What did you say?
A
Sorry?
15 to hit you, Volu.
3 misses.
Okay, so you just dodge to the side as it tries to bite you as it zooms past. It isn't gonna. It doesn't leave. No, it will. It will still leave your space, Volu. So again, if you have anything that you can attack it with.
I'm pumping a first level divine smite into this as well.
Yeah.
15 points of damage. 5 of that was radiant.
Oh. Nice.
I can chuck a sacred flame at it.
Ichi,
Hello.
you notice the radiant wasn't as effective as you would expect.
Okay, good to know.
I'll chuck a Toll the Dead at it.
Okay.
Oh, that is interesting.
Is that as a reaction you're doing that? I'm confused.
Volu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Volu, it's not your turn. I see what you. Yeah. It was attacking you, wasn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's all good. Oh no, he gets an attack of opportunity. Have you got
Yeah, that's why
Warcaster?
I believe I do as a feat.
If you've got Warcaster, then
Yeah,
yes,
I've got Warcaster as a feat.
yeah. So you can. Oh, check the wording on Warcaster. Is it? No, it's that you can.
You can cast the spell as a reaction, yeah.
It's not that. It's not no issue with it being a save, is it? It just has to target a creature.
Yep.
It just has to be a singular creature, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Told the Dead. Go ahead. So it's a save from it. I only rolled a 12 on the save.
When a hostile creature provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature. Rather than making an opportunity attack, the spell must have a casting of time of 1 action.
So yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. So nothing
Uh,
even about it targeting a creature.
No, so you could just,
Cast the spell.
fireball.
Fireball.
Teleport.
Yeah.
as long as it, as
Like
long
to
as
get
it's,
away.
yeah, as long as it's 1 action. Yeah. It was? Yeah, a whiz save.
Yes, they got a 12.
That fails.
Okay, do you
Nice.
damage?
Where are my
Oh.
D12s?
It's a 2d12 at this point? Oh,
Yeah.
Because it's damage.
Damn it! It fell off the table.
It counts
12, 12 total.
12 points. So what kind of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Okay. You also notice didn't do as much as you wanted it to.
Okay. Not the good.
Okay. It does continue to move up and sort of, it doesn't go quite as high as it was before, but it comes up to like 10 foot off the ground and does like a little swirl above you. As we get to the golem, the golem is going to go after the eel. As it moves closer to Eleni and Ichi, and Rolo, to be fair, it looks duller, like almost like it's power, and it's again, its sigils are still flickering, and it almost looks not less damaged, more like running out of charge. But it is going to continue in, take 2 hits against. Okay, 2B. You see, with one large hit, it like crunches the eel in half before it just like and annihilates the eel's head. Just pops as it punches it, and the creature just sags to the floor. Again, almost as it hits the floor, it's dissolving into like weird paper shards as it sort of floats away into the air. That is its turn. So on Arta, he will attack twice again. He's going to move and flank one of the pixies with Ash. Oh, Jesus, a 2 and a 3. You're kidding me. First strike misses the side again, just the sheer size of it. I would say also, Eleni, you are seeing a little bit of a stagger.
Yeah.
And no, not okay. With the second strike hitting, you see as literally it catches the pixie and it just dies immediately, like just splits it in half. He will then bonus action drink one of the potions that has been put out for him. As he's like drinking as like that, Eleni, Volu, and Ichi, you would notice that not his whole neck, but just sort of up to the beard line, is sort of like black, almost necrotic-y dead skin,
Oh, like the other guy.
like the other guy.
Okay. Hmm.
As he sort of shifts, clicks his neck a bit, readjusts, gets ready to keep going as he sort of turns towards the other pixies that are still there, but that is his turn. As we come to Ichi Dante Chi.
Dante, you want to go first? Do you have something that you can?
I've got a question.
Mhm.
So last time I haven't had to make an attack on the floor. You said that I effectively could dust it away. Now I've got it on my hands.
Mhm.
If I just put my hands on the floor and then just run forward, can I just use my whole movement?
No,
That
Well,
was
it's
cool.
still it will burn up that area, but it won't clear a 5 foot section. You know what I mean? So it's like, because again, you've got to think, right, the reason it takes an attack is that you're sweeping a 5 foot section. That's not
Okay.
just you know what I
So-
mean? It's a larger area.
So,
it
so I still
it
can't
will-
run 40 feet, like in front, doing it that way.
I will say that you can, but it only clears you a line.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like it will grow back behind you. You won't clear enough to keep it cleared.
That's
Do you
cool.
know what I mean?
Will that be free to do, or is that an action?
I'm gonna say it takes one of your attacks. The first, like it's like you do one large attack as you're running, if that makes sense.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna. I'll class it as my bonus because I can bonus if I'm using these.
You have to know
Oh, I
because you
have to do an unarmed strike first.
to trigger
Yeah.
a bonus, you have
Yep.
to do it.
A number of times you've caught me on that, and I still don't remember it.
No, it's all good. I
Like,
also.
so yeah.
And again, in Baldur's Gate, you don't have to.
So I'm gonna run ahead and just do that. So I was 35 feet away from the thing. I can move 40. So
Yeah, you would be able to, as you cut yourself this line, almost keeping your feet in line with where you're slicing, and get up to this thing. First of all, you almost have to stop yourself as one of the tentacles is straight away reaching out towards you. Almost in reaction to your presence, they're like groping out towards the flames. As you arrive, it looks like. So if you imagine you can see down to the light, right? And the light is literally sort of in a receded chamber. And you're able to see down the walls of that chamber. There's maybe about 1.5 inches of the flesh material, and then it becomes steel, right? There's like actual steel, and there's almost like a steel housing with what looks like, for our terms, not that Dante will have ever seen anything like this, but like a cylindrical energy cell. Do you know, like the sort of things, in games you like put in and twist, and it's like or in movies with ships, you like slide them in and twist them, and it looks like that. And Dante, you can see that the tentacles that are on the outside are reaching down into this recess and trying to touch it. And as you're watching, one tentacle touches against it, and there's that flicker of energy, and you can see it sort of twisting and changing into the red.
I'm going to plunge my hand straight in.
Okay, so for one attack could remove the tentacles from around the the chamber, as it were.
Yep. How does that affect?
I'm gonna say for this attack, anything in and around the chamber, I'm gonna ask for an attack roll, and it's more to do with being careful not to damage anything you don't want to damage than it is because you could just, but you don't know what you're messing up.
Okay. Oh yeah, easy. 22.
Okay, yeah. So you just rip
That's
across
without a bless.
and tear all of this. So you almost flooding the inside chamber with flames for a second as the tentacles burn away. Anything with the final attack?
Firstly, has anything happened to the room since I've just done that?
No.
Okay.
The blue light grew in strength.
Can I put it out?
It would be an action to remove. It's not an attack
sorry,
to
done.
remove, unfortunately. You would see that it's almost locked in place.
Okay, then with my final thing, I'm going to make a 5-foot square of where I am, and on the thing, presumably that's where I am.
Yes, you sort of just sweep in a circle and like
Yeah.
keep all of it back from
Yeah.
yourself.
Keep it away from myself and this cylindrical.
So you would be able to tell that it is like a pillar, a large circular chamber, and then this, cylindrical thing inside it. The tentacles are coming like from top, bottom. They're like growing up and around and trying to get in. So you can definitely clear your area to be safe.
What was the protected by fire something in darkness?
Preserved in shadow.
I want to hit the thing.
No more attacks, unfortunately.
Oh no, but I meant instead of clearing the space, but I think clearing the space would be best. I'm going to, I've just cleared the space around it as best I
It
can.
means you won't start sinking because once
exactly.
the floor grows back, you will start sinking into it.
Yeah, so I've done that. And not that it's going to do anything, but I'm hoping, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I want to just be holding this cylindrical thing with both hands.
Okay, so you can't get both hands on it, but I'd say you can get like one hand at the end of the steel chamber and one hand on the top of it. If you imagine it almost fits perfectly into into the chamber it's in.
So it's because my idea is that I'm keeping hold of it. Nothing can grow into it then.
Yeah.
That's Dante.
Okay.
That's Dante.
E.g.
Um,
As you're looking through the like shrinking hole of the doorway, the point that Dante's run to, his new form is blocking that one point of light that you could see. That's a pitch black corridor. There's like no sign of him as he almost just ran off into the darkness. You're getting silhouettes occasionally when he shifts, but it's almost like looking at a fight in the end of a corridor with a flashlight, occasionally going around.
Doesn't Dante, because of his hybrid form, does he not shift stuff any light at all? Like even from his hands?
It's magical darkness. It gives you would figure out that it's magical darkness at that. Yeah. Even his flames almost give off a silhouette still, rather than light.
There's not really much I can do in terms of the shrinking corridor.
As you look back to the room, the giant eel is still there, and the pixies are still there.
Is the giant eel still 20 feet up in the air?
10 foot now. It was only able to get 10 foot back up.
Didn't the golem squish it?
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah.
the golem did squish it. The only thing in here is the pixies.
Okay, nice, cool.
So there's two pixies that are about 20 feet from you near Ash and Arta.
Am I able to get into flanking with one of them?
No, you can definitely get into melee with either of them, but not into flanking.
Cool. I will hop to the one that is not literally hop, but I will move to the one that is closest to that, because Arta and Ash are currently flanking one, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I will join as a third on that one, try and actually get rid of one rather than splitting damage. 18 to hit?
Yes, definitely hits.
Wonderful.
You do not even need to roll damage.
Wonderful.
As your strike slices it in half.
Nice. Do I have enough? Well, there were 20 feet, so do I have another 10 feet to get to the other one?
Yeah.
Cool. Second attack on that one. 17 to hit.
Still hits. And again, slicing it through the air with two swifts. Two of the lights go out.
Brilliant.
Dante, get back here quickly. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Lolo.
What?
Oh yeah, there was the gorilla thing as well. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We killed the gorilla like 2 sessions ago almost.
Yeah.
That was the first thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
First thing out.
So I'm on the edge of the corridor. The angel is it still towards
Deadsies.
Eleni?
Angel is deadsies.
Angel
There is
is dead.
only
Just
there is,
pixies
to be
left.
fair, to Volu's eyes, there is only one pixie left over by Eleni.
Yeah, because I haven't said there is an invisible one, but I haven't shouted that out to anyone. So
And there's potions on the table.
there's
Potions on the table.
Easy runsy for the potion.
Okay, you could. I'd say that because you've got 20. No, you'd already moved out, so I'd say you can definitely get to the table. It'd take 15 for you to get to the table and get to the potion. You can pick it up. Easily enough. You can drink it now if you want.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, so bonus action to doing that. So it's 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. 17 points back.
Nice.
Oh, hang on. No, yeah, 17 points back.
Okay, really good. Anything with your action?
The action would be taking the potion, wouldn't it?
No, it's a bonus action to take because it's readily because it's out and available. It's free item interaction to pick it up, bonus action to drink it.
How far away is this pixie from me now?
So there is one that you can see about 25-ish feet away from you.
Okay, that is close enough. I'm gonna point Sacred Flame at the pixie. Dex save. Or take 1d8 of rate. Oh, yeah, dex save.
2d8 at this level.
Yeah.
Only they have really good dexes, but even only a 13.
Ooh. That fails.
Ooh.
2d8. Oh. 7 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that one just burns up and dies.
It's been done.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Liam,
Okay, so
am I allowed to shout out, or do I need to wait for my go?
No, you can shout out. Because literally, you would see after. To be fair, I'm going to say that Ash starts to relax and says, "Is that Is that all of them?" And then you can in response.
I would like to shout out. There's at least one invisible one somewhere. It caught me on the leg.
And almost as you're saying that, there's almost like a very gurgled, like, that wasn't very fair. And right near you, Eleni, as there's an invisible Oh, and a nat 20.
Oh, it's not very
Sorry.
nice.
Okay, so 13 points of piercing.
Oh, fuck.
As they stab into like the side of your head, and they like the voice was in your ear as they just into the side of you, like through your temple, and there's 12 points of poison.
I'm down.
Oh.
Yeah,
As
Eleni falls to the ground.
Sinks to the ground.
My first thing on my next go was to down that potion. It's like
the potion now smashed.
That's brutal. Like 21.
I'm not gonna say it smashes. You would hear it sort of like ding, 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 and roll on next to Eleni's body.
So how many are left on the table?
You drank one. He handed one left on the table.
Okay.
Okay, so top of the round, Eleni, can you whisper me a death save? You would notice, Dante, the cave, the corridor once again statics and fries, but it doesn't progress any further than it doesn't close any further than it previously was, if that makes sense.
No D100.
There is a D100. Actually, no, they're gonna skip the D100. You are danger close. Make me a strength saving throw as all of a sudden the winds pick up, blowing like.
I get advantage on these, so that's lucky.
It's GM roll, isn't it, Liam? To whisper.
Yeah, /GM roll.
So the first roll was a 3. Obviously, I know I got blessed in that, but my next roll was a natural 20.
Okay, so you were like slipping and then just like dug the claws into the top and then just holding on.
Did you see that, Liam?
Yes, I did. Thank you. After which,
There's a witch.
yeah,
There's a hag.
golem.
Auntie Ethel just came through all bright purple.
Golem can't actually see the pixies. So you would see the golem is going to start stomping over towards the corridor. And it will take its move and action to get there, but it just stomps all the way up to the closing corridor, and you can see it's almost loading up a fist to just start like punching its way through the barricade.
Through the barricade.
Yeah. So Arta will look around and is going to. Yeah, they're going to hold to attack if they see sort of any shift. They're going to move down off the center of the room and they're sort of going to put themselves. They can't get all the way to Eleni, but they're going to like cautiously move forwards between the space in between, and they're just sort of like ready to attack anything that attacks them. If they will shout out, can anybody do anything about the invisibility?
I thought Arta could see invisibility, you said last session.
You had a spell for it.
They didn't do it on themselves, though, I don't think, because you fairy fired.
Yeah. I mean, he might not have any spells left, but I thought there was something he could do.
he is tapped right now, but
right, okay.
However, sorry, it is then Ichi or Dante. I'll say, well, let's go with Dante first.
I'm going to yank this thing out.
Okay, so using your action, you feel down and sort of find a section that almost lifts and becomes like a handle in your grip. And then you try and pull, it doesn't quite work. You give it a slight twist to the right, doesn't quite work. You twist to the left, and it's almost like there's almost like a pressure release as it and slides out towards you. As you do that, there's like all the lights throughout the entire temple just. And the last thing any of the guys see, or for those that can still see with dark vision, which I don't think many of you have, the last thing you do see with the light was the golem like freezing. Well, you are now in the pitch black, Dante.
Is the thing glowing?
It is.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, take a look. Give me an arcana.
Is this in my remit of like advantage stuff?
No.
Oh, nice. Oh no, not nice. I thought it was. I've got a 9.
Okay. Definitely, like, very obviously some sort of power source. But what kind, where it's, like any details about it? But not really sure. You can still see the energy sort of fluxing backwards and forwards in the chamber, almost in like a liquid state. Yeah, that is it's almost reminds you of the weave. That's all
Okay.
you really
I'm
get
going
from it.
to use it a little bit as a lamp and just kind of like lean it around either direction to just see is the flesh still there?
Yeah. And as you sort of bring it up, all of the tentacles on the thing reach out with it and like.
Oh, cool. Interesting. Well, I've just used my action to get that. Still burnt a path. Well, I've still burnt my square, not a path per se. Okay. Ooh, all right. Is there anything else around? Was there anything else around me? Was it this a dead end?
Oh, there's a continuation, but it is that corridor is more closed up, like that corridor is becoming.
Right. Okay. And that's still fucking going. Fuck.
Yep, nothing has changed. And what I would say, give me an arcana that is an advantage thing at this point.
I accidentally did athletics, but it's actually the same. It's 19.
A smart
strong
thing
and a
is
smart
strong.
boy.
Yeah. 19 was that, sorry.
Yeah, 19.
So it definitely gives you the distinct vibe that potentially the changes are, it's not needing the magic to sustain this. It almost needed the magic to do this. So you think rather than the corridor just being like coated in this stuff, it's almost transmutating it. But once it's done, it seems pretty done. And what you will notice as well, the floor that you burned away, it's almost like slightly lower than the floor that was never corrupted. Do you know what I mean? Like, you didn't just burn away the top layer of corruption. There is a part of the material that was corrupted that has also burned away with the.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know what I'm meant to do with this information. I've got the power source.
That explains why the lights went out.
I've used my action, so I don't have anything now, do I?
Nope.
Movement, maybe.
You've got movement or bonus, but also only the 5 foot square you're in is not.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't move, can't jump. Can't.
Well, to be fair, the 20-foot back is still the square, but you've got no run up.
No, exactly. So what was that riddle again? Coated, protected in fire, coated in
Protected by shadows.
Preserved in shadow.
Preserved in shadow.
Bound by flames, preserved in shadow.
Cool. Okay, well, there's only one move that I'm going to think of doing then. But
could you not move like you did before with your hands on the ground and?
That was an action.
It took an attack. Yeah, it took an attack for him
Right.
to do it. So yes, next turn, but not right this second.
So that's what I'm saying.
Anything with the bonus?
gonna use telekinesis to push one of the vines away.
Okay, just slap it.
Yeah, that. Well, there's nothing else I can do.
It's just getting a little bit closer. There's just like a. Okay, in which case, Ichi.
And it's still pitch black.
It is still pitch black.
None of us have dark vision.
I am going to drop concentration on my protection from evil and good on Dante,
Oh, thanks.
as Ichi then casts on themselves detect evil and good.
Okay.
So in a range of 30 feet around me for a concentration of up to 10 minutes, I know the location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
Nice.
Okay.
So trying to find this little fuck that just stabbed
Okay, do you get
Eleni.
exact location or doubt?
It says so I know if there is one, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, I know if there is a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated.
Okay, right, yeah. So you would all of a sudden you get like almost just like you can't see it, but there's just like a focus of just like there.
Yeah.
And it is maybe 25 feet from where you are right now, floating like over where Eleni's body is.
Cool. I will move over and wait. You know, that's my action. I haven't got any spells or anything as a bonus action. Haven't got any healing I can do as a bonus action.
It's going out really messed up my turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
people start turning on torches. We all have torches, remember?
Isn't that an action to get them out and light them?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I know its location, Ichi is then going to take a defensive position over Eleni to make sure that it doesn't attack her.
Are you over Eleni, anyways?
You ran over to her.
Oh, right.
Okay.
How does dark blindness affect your movement?
So it doesn't really.
You can run as fast as you can. You just might hit a wall.
You just might hit something.
True.
It gets complicated when we get past what he was already looking at it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, even in the darkness, the spell tells him it's there.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't that.
However,
I was
to see
more
my
thinking,
body and not fall over me.
that's kind of what I was going for.
Okay, so I would
just keep stepping forward.
I'll say it's not going to be a falling thing, but I'll say you can't necessarily take the defensive stance without being able to see. Like, you can, but you can't step perfectly over her body.
It was more thematically because I've spent my action and everything.
Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah,
it was just like getting there and kind of being like, there's a warm thing near my leg.
yeah. I got her. Okay, Volu.
Was I 25 feet away from Eleni?
Yes, about that as well, yeah. Because you were near the table, near the potions, exactly around where Ichi was.
Okay. I guess I can't have a free action to grab the potion.
So normally, yes, not while the lights are out.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Fine.
I'll say it'd be a bonus if you want it. So you're going to sort of have to like grip the edge of the table, and because otherwise you might knock it over. Or you could attempt to go. I'm going to say if you want to attempt it, it'd be a sleight of hand roll, or you can just take it as a bonus action, and there's no chance of fucking it up.
Do you know what? I'll try it as a sleight of hand because the whole reason doing it, I would need the bonus action.
Roll a 1.
Nat 20.
Hey, So Volu, almost like you already had eyes on that potion. You look, you see it just as the light, you see Eleni drop and the lights go out and just hand extends out and snatches at the bottle.
Oh, amazing. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to move 25 feet to get to Eleni.
Okay, so I am going to ask for a perception at disadvantage when you get there to locate directly her and not just,
Not the
fumble
engine.
around. Yeah, or like, but Ichi's leg.
Oh, 17 and 17.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that. There's a warm thing by my leg, and it's just Volu hugging.
Oh, hang on.
Don't worry, I've got
me-
Eleni. I'm dragging them out.
Yeah.
Volu's just kicking.
Oh, you said
Volu-
perception. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually dirty 20, dirty 20. So
Okay, nice. Yeah, so you run over, slowing down and sort of starting to fumble. You catch, you grab onto like her coat and almost follow the line up.
okay. So then my action, I'll use spare the dying.
Okay. So before you confirm to this, I'm gonna let you know on. So bonus action for you to drink, it's always an action to give somebody a potion.
Yeah.
But you would also know if you're gonna give it her, healing her is the same as she won't bleed out continually even if you haven't spared the dying first. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need to
So
do
if
both.
if you were gonna spare the
No,
dying
no.
and heal, that's not use. That's not as that's the same as just healing her, right? I'm just letting you know that in terms of.
Unless you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
take the potion yourself, because I know you were looking for a potion as well. So either way.
This would be more for you. I don't know that the one you had didn't smash. So I'll just keep it in my hand. And bonus
Do you still
action.
do you still want to spare the dying, or are you bonus actioning something
No, I'm
instead?
sparing the dying to stop the death saves.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
And then what was I doing? I was doing bonus action, wasn't I? I'm gonna bonus action sanctuary. Oh no, I don't know that Ichi's there, do I?
Yeah, no, you
No,
would have heard.
never
Yeah,
mind. That's that me forgetting. Yeah.
I love environmental kind of things. This is
Yeah.
like one of my favorite things.
Also, what you need to check, and what is a bit of a bitch for darkness, is if it says a creature you can see, it doesn't matter if you know they're there or if you're touching them. If you cannot see them, you cannot get the spell off.
No, it just says you.
No,
ward a
and for
creature.
these ones are fine, but just something to make
Yeah.
you sure when you're reading, a creature could attack you, and if it says creature you can see, you won't be able to do it.
Just
Yeah.
to check, does
Yes.
spare the dying leave me at 0, or does it put me on 1?
Yeah,
Yes.
it keeps you at 0, but no
0.
longer. But you are stable, no longer.
Oh, okay.
No
Yeah.
longer death saving.
Cool.
My main thing was I need to stop you death saving.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Did you give him a potion or do the spell?
No,
Spare the dying.
He did spare the dying, and then he
I was going to bonus action sanctuary to Ichi, but I don't know he's there, so I can't do it. So that's my turn.
yeah. Okay, so after which Ash. So all of a sudden near the table, a light burst into like a flame burst into light. It's the light spell, so it gives like 20 foot of good light and then another 20 foot of dim light. So the guys over near Eleni, you are in dim light. So you are now able to kind of see, but it's that sort of shady grey. But for those around the table, you've got a good clear light. Dante, you're just in darkness. Even with the thing you've got, and you are having to like hold it up to stuff to see.
What about
like,
my hands
really...
being on fire?
So it's magic. This area is still magical darkness that's suppressing that light. As he will then. He's gonna do. You see, he does that a second time. He sort of like flicks out a second one and sort of lights up another area of the room, probably over near the corridor to make sure we can see what's going on over there. And then it is the pixie. So really, who is the threat? She hasn't really seen Volu do anything. Okay, so Ichi.
Now that I can see, Ichi will immediately drop to a knee, put a hand on Eleni's shoulder, and I'll put the rest of my lay on hands. So that's 10 points of healing into Eleni.
Oh, you beautiful man. Thank you.
When you said Ichi, was it his turn, or was it you? Did you mean that?
No, sorry, you're being attacked.
Oh, never mind.
I thought you meant it was his go.
Yeah, I heard
No.
Soichi. I was like, let's go.
No, sorry.
I got really confused by that. I was like,
I did as well. I was thrown
Yeah.
off for a second.
Never mind. Damn it, Chris. If I had just said, I said it with
Yeah.
confidence. Liam was like, yeah, that happens.
I was like, wait,
What?
maybe?
Who?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
So, a 19 to hit, which I know does manage to. All of a sudden, Ichi, you almost like at the last second feel one of your. It is like the plates that would be overlapping each other. It shifts a second, and then there's a stab into your shoulder as something slips almost like a needle into the space between.
Bastard.
4, 8 points of piercing.
8 points of piercing. I forget I'm a Garundon. I have resistance to piercing.
Oh yeah, you need to remember that. So that is
So
halved.
8 is half to 4.
And 3 poison.
And 3 poison.
Do you not have anything against poison either?
No, it's
No.
floral Grundons that are resistant to poison.
Okay.
I thought it was the swamp.
No, Swamp's Fire.
That's it.
That
I've
is
got
then
tough
though.
skin.
Yes, and Ichi, you like it was literally there was the stabbing pain, and then again your armor like almost like clicked back into place as you feel like it takes off you again.
Yeah.
As back at the top of the round, there's no pulse, there's no extra lunge from the creature. However, Chris, can you make me a dex save, please, at disadvantage? Actually, sorry, at disadvantage because it's dark.
Go.
roll again for me.
You've still got your bless, haven't you?
You still are blessed, but you're not close enough for any other bonus.
I did a natural 20.
Good.
I mean, that was obviously the best one of the thing, but the other one was fine. It's with the bless as well, 19.
Okay, so again, out of the darkness, all of the tendrils that were around the like central hub that you've pulled this thing out lunge at you, and you have to literally like full dodge as they're striking out. Specifically, they are striking out towards the power source.
I kind of just like the idea more of saying something coming and Dante just like quickly lifts up a hand and fire just burns.
It doesn't manage to grab hold though. Okay, then Golem is now deactivated, so doesn't move. So Arta. Yeah, so he's not good for this sort of thing. Well, not once he's out of spells anyway. Yeah, he's going to reach into Ash's backpack, and you see he pulls out an alchemist fire flask. And even as he holds it, it does cast off its own little bit of light as you see the like orange glowing liquid inside of it. But he's gonna hold to attack anything that becomes visible, or that attacks. That it attacks him, because he can attack against something that attacks him. But okay, Dante.
He's got to put the thing onto his back. Or am I wearing any kind of like jacket coat or anything like that?
No, it all transforms with you, I think. Does it?
I mean, it says I can still use equipment and everything else. It doesn't
Okay, yeah, no.
really
So that, I'd say.
But I just didn't know if my character has a coat, jacket, or something like that.
We've never described them as having such, so probably not.
Fine. Okay.
You've got all your belts and your like the straps.
I just wanted to cover it up so there's less chance of something trying to grab it.
Not got a lot of pockets.
No. So okay, Dante is going to run 35 feet forward with using his hands thing.
Yeah, one attack as you sweep forward, slashing your way, carrying the energy cell with you.
That now should put me back into the 2 squares that I had.
It does, and what you do notice is now, well, when you burn that away this time, it doesn't regrow.
Oh, okay, cool. Well then, in that case, double movement. So I'll do the additional 5 feet and then do another 40 feet.
No, because you've done an attack.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So you've got a second attack if you want to clear any more of it.
I can't really because I can do like there's 10 feet ahead of me that's already cleared.
I mean, there's still the walls and other things that are shift. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to you whether you want to.
Okay, I'm going to just start doing the walls. I'll do one attack and then my bonus action here as well to do another 5 feet. So on one side of the wall, I'll do 10 feet.
Okay, so you scrape it down. All right. After which, Ichi.
Is there anything on the wall, like writings or anything like that?
There is, but not that you can read.
Okay. Cool. Wonderful.
I don't know. I guess I lean down and I put 10 points of healing back into Eleni. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
10 points of healing into Eleni for my action.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we're here. And that's kind of it again. Like, nothing for my bonus action. I'm low on spells. I only have 2 first level spell slots, but they're all action spells. Yeah, that'll be me.
Okay.
The thing that opened my plate and stabbed me. Do I sense where those things are?
Does the thing you cast keep prevailing? Like, is it?
Oh yeah. It's not my divine sense. I actually cast detect, which is its concentration for 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Then in which case you would sort of feel it shift up to. It's not out of your range, but it's just above you.
Okay.
You can attack against it. It will unfortunately still be disadvantaged because
it's invisible.
Know where
I don't
it
know.
is.
Yeah. I can't attack. I don't have an action.
Oh, you pumped health and healing.
But with that, Ichi will track it with the other hand. It's just going to keep like fingers pointing towards where it is, just so everyone else can also attack it. Obviously a disadvantage, but yeah.
Okay.
Ichi's calling out.
As we come to Volu.
So I can sort of see it because he's pointing at it.
You can, so anything that is an attack roll, you can make that a disadvantage. Again, if the wording of the spell doesn't say you need to see it, then you're good.
Okay, I will try. Please be nice to me, dice. I'll try Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Ranged spell attack, so yeah.
So
something that you have to see.
disadvantage spell attack, yeah.
Are you able to do ranged attacks? Something is invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage though.
I knew it the whole disadvantage.
That's why people can pop 150-foot shot.
Yeah.
13.
I mean, check it for me. If not, we've been
Well,
playing it wrong for years.
Something told me that, because I know that's how we always played it. But
do I have anything to boost my attacks? Because I'm near Ichi, aren't I?
No.
Nothing that boosts attacks apart from
it's
Bless.
initiative and save. Bless is still active.
14 at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, so the bolt streaks through the air, and there's almost like a ripple for a second, but it just continues through and explodes further into the room.
Yeah.
It's hard to hit an invisible creature. Any movement from yourself or any bonus?
Bonus action to handle any of the potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eleni, you would feel a potion being put in your hand. I'd say Volu as well. You would see the other one still intact on the floor next to Eleni.
Okay, can I pick that one up for myself?
Yeah, free item interaction. Grab that one.
Yeah. There was nothing else around, was there?
Not that you can see.
Okay, I'm gonna move about 20 feet back, so I'm in range with the tunnel again.
Okay, as you start to step back, no, wrong side. You're good. You are able to sort of slip away, moving around and under and away from the fighting and Eleni. As we come to Ash, they are going to attempt a disadvantage firebolt as they take aim and.
Come on, Ash.
Oh, to be fair, right, so it's a nat 20, but the other one is a dirty 20, which will still hit. You see that he sort of cast the firebolt and almost has it explode where Ichi was aiming, as almost for a second there's a flaming small creature that dances around for a second before just dropping to the ground.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, boy.
Everything seems to go quiet.
Are we out of initiative?
Well, not just yet.
No.
Dante is only the one in any concern. But on Eleni's turn.
On Eleni's turn, she wants to down this potion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4d4 plus 4.
Yep.
Let's do that. If I can remember how to type. 4d4 plus 4.
We go.
That was shit. 3 1s and a
Ugh.
3. So that's 10, but it's still 10. So I will take that.
It's a bonus action for you to swing that.
Yeah.
You sort of look around, nothing's immediately attacking, you're not seeing any more enemies.
How's the golem looking?
The golem is deactivated, completely done,
Shut down.
just stationary in the mid-swing that it was in.
Okay.
All the lights are still off with only the 2 flaming sort of lanterns floating in the air from...
I'm going to carefully stand up. And I'm going to hold an action to shoot anything nasty that comes out of the
Sphincter.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Jesus. I could say including Dante, but no. so yeah, anything corrupted that comes out, I'm gonna shoot. But I also just want to check in with my moths, Liam, and just sort of do a bit of a
Mm-hmm.
how is everything?
They seem okay. Definitely like took some injuries there. They're definitely hiding within you.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just holding to shoot if something nasty appears.
Okay. As we come to Arta, they will very cautiously look around, and then they're gonna start shifting towards, and sort of they will say out loud like, "Dante, are you still well in there?"
I'm here. Still a lot of flesh. Burning it away now.
It's a lovely sentence.
Do we know what was causing it?
Got a power cell. I've got a power source of some kind. The thing is looking at these vines are going for it. Could do if you guys are able to get in here.
They he'll get over and he'll start looking. I'll say that he doesn't have the movement to get there and start doing stuff, but he'll get over close to it and he'll say, maybe we can force this hole open a bit further. It is still a 5-foot hole in the corridor door rather than a
Is that at the end, or is that kind of like in the middle of the? I don't know.
At the end, at the very end.
Okay.
As we come to Dante.
I mean, there's nothing out there, and I'm still really like. Now I know that there's something on this wall. I know that someone can read it. Well, I'm assuming it's celestial, which is the thing that Arta can read. So I'm thinking burn it to the ground, really. I want to burn another section of the wall / I haven't got anything that can just flood with like fire. Hang on, I'm just looking for something. Hmm. I'm going to. No, so I'm just gonna hack some more space on the floor around me, or like at least against this wall, and I'm going to say to do more at the reach and just kind of try to get more of this stuff off the wall, so I can try to see where it's. Well, if it is it like writing, or is it kind of
well, so there's sections that look like words, and then there's almost like lines going off them along the wall.
Okay.
And that almost looks like maybe like circuits or like pattern, that sort of pattern.
In that case, then yeah, I'm going to just keep following down the lines and just burning stuff away on the walls and that. And if I need,
okay, so the lines go both ways. Obviously, further down into the more blocked area and up towards the exit.
I might as well do it towards where everybody is, because they're going to be attempting to try to get to me anyways. So if I go in that direction, and I'll just keep burning things off as I go. It'll take a long ass time, and I'll just have to keep burning off squares. Like I've got effectively three squares of burning every turn. So I'm going to do like 2 on the wall, 1 on the floor, if needed.
Okay. You start moving forwards, moving towards it. As you come forward, you start to move out of the magical darkness and your flames light up again. And you do hear like a bit of a, like, shit, Dante, are you in there? Is that you?
Yes. I'm just following some of the signs.
Oh,
Can,
okay.
can you read any of this?
I mean, I would need to get in first. I'm not quite able. As we go to Volu.
I've just realised that this is Sir Arthur, like, staring at Dante in his transformed form.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone's pretty much tapped, so it's a case of a conversation, I feel. Everyone's on level playing field.
I'm gonna shout out, is anybody hurt? Is anybody really, really hurt?
You would see. So Arthur would say, "I am hurt, but I can last for now." I was going to suggest maybe posting up in this room before moving on further.
I'm not sure a rest would be smart right now.
I'm still not great, but if we could get out of here and have a rest, I'd be fine.
I think with the power source gone, these things will be a little bit weaker.
Are we likely to get any more of those things coming out?
There's something in this room.
I'm going to pause the conversation a bit there because we are still an initiative. So,
Oh,
Volu, people are sort of saying, yeah, like I'm keeping us there for a reason. But Volu, so Ichi, would you have responded to do it? Does anybody need healing?
No, Ichi's above half.
Okay.
I could use a little. That's not massive.
I'm okay, but I'm not great. So I'll just keep hold of the potion now. I'll move towards Dante and Sir Arthur.
Okay, you won't quite get all the way there, but you'll get most of the way over.
And then I'll kind of like puff my cheeks a bit and kind of prep for letting out a fire breath, but just like prep.
Okay. No worries.
That's it.
Okay. Ash will sort of run back over to his stuff, start getting his backpack on. He will pull out a few torches and offer it to people if, in case you want to go look at stuff without staying. You would notice his 2 orbs follow him. So he does hand out some torches to anyone who wants one. And he will also start heading over towards the others as we come back top of the round. So, Dante, can I get a dexterity saving throw once again, please?
No.
No, you're not in the pitch black anymore, so you're okay.
$26.
Okay. So the rest of you would hear Arthur go, "Look out, Dante, watch out!" As all of a sudden for Dante, again, this time just out of the oozy bits of the wall, a tentacle just reaches up and tries to grab the object from you as you shield it. However, we are then on Eleni. So you've heard this shout from over the other side.
But I know that shooting that thing did nothing last time.
And right now, to be fair, you can't actually see into the corridor. It's mostly closed.
Yeah, I don't know if there's very much I can do. I've got 0 spells left.
Dante actually does want to shout out something. I don't know if it can help people when they're not sure what they're doing. On the walls outside the flesh tunnel, Are there symbols and lines?
So
Look like circuits.
I would look around.
Yeah, you take a look, and now that you know what to look for, you do notice, and it looks just almost like etchings on the wall, maybe where stone would meet, but they do sort of follow along a specific pattern.
Okay. So I would say, yes, there are. What am I looking for?
Sir Arthur, can you read?
He takes a look. I don't see any. There are some words over there, but not near the doorway. Obviously, his turn. He can move, but
I mean, I've got Sylvan and Draconic, but I haven't got Celestial, if that's what
no.
these are in. Sorry, Liam, let me just double check that there's nothing I'm missing here, because I don't think there is.
No, you can start making your way over towards and you can see right next to Sir Arthur the huge golem still just frozen in its position, almost like a towering statue in front of the entryway.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally, I can't cast any spells. My cantrip is Mage Hand.
It's okay. It's been a long fight and you haven't rested in a while.
I'm still just holding an action to shoot anything nasty that I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Arthur will start. You see that Arthur digs the sword in and starts trying to clear some of the actual exit of the corridor out. With 2 slashes, he'll cut the 5-foot hole into a more sizable piece that medium creatures can fit through as well. And then he's going to go in and just to the left of the hole. He doesn't want to go rushing in with no more attacks left. And he will just sort of like, come on, Dante, quick, get out. As we come to Dante.
Dante's looking at the wall still and just be like, this has to mean something. He wouldn't have this power here, and not have it go somewhere.
Okay. He's just sort of like, that's it, that's him. Any movement or anything from you, Dante? What are you actually doing?
I'm going to I want to go out, I don't want to go back in. So I'll just burn some of the I'll burn a path like with my hands and just burn and just come straight out.
Okay, you exit out of the corridor.
And I'll keep following the circuit.
Okay, it follows around the room and starts. You won't get to where it starts leading towards that northern exit, if you remember from last week.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you would see Dante emerge in hybrid form, hands aflame, holding a cylinder of sort of blue glowing light, and just fixed on this, just staring at the wall, following it along. We can now break combat initiative.
Okay.
Dante kind of keeps moving forward. I think this powered something in both directions.
Well, it was connected to the lights and to the golem. I mean, this is the power for the whole building, effectively.
Which makes me think these lines go to sources which it would have needed to have gone to.
But maybe the corruption needed that power. Maybe this source is just always there, and that's what would have powered the whole building. But
corruption was using it and transmuting itself. That was why it was using the power. It was feeding on the power source,
But
and
what
that's
I
why.
mean is that these lines might have always been here. They might have had nothing to do with the corruption particularly. I don't know.
I think something. I think there's a reason. I think there's something here. You can feel it.
So Arthur will step out and say, well, I don't know about you, but as we have said, I am pretty tapped at the moment.
We need to rest somewhere.
Can I do an insight on Sir Arthur and Ash?
Yeah.
Not that I've got any fucking skill in that. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to be a better roll than that. 7.
I mean, Ash doesn't seem injured, but also from what you've seen, Ash isn't especially powerful. Like, they're not necessarily as high level as you guys. They've been firing off firebolts and the like, and they've done, they clearly can fight. But they don't look injured, especially.
Dante starts continuing just to walk towards the north corridor just to see if there's any writing around that door or anything along those lines.
Did we say there was another room down one of these corridors, Liam?
So there's a corridor heading straight away from you northwards.
Yeah.
There's a almost like 11 o'clock-ish
Yeah. I thought
corridor.
you said one of those. I could see another room at the bottom.
Yeah, you can see the almost like another circular room at the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, guys, I just want to check this other room out. And I would actually look at Volu and say, Volo, can you come with? Maybe cover me?
I'd go to respond, but I forget that I prepped the fire breath. So as I go to speak, it comes out and hits the golem.
It's like a burp, like
Yeah, it's like
okay, the golem just doesn't react as it.
Have people got torches out now? Did we say?
Yeah, there's light now.
Yeah.
There was light. Ash cut.
Yeah, but if, say we
Torches,
go, if we're going in different like rooms, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I can get
Yeah.
a torch out. Can I get my mage hand to carry the torch in front of us, Liam?
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Just in front.
Whilst I'm in this form, I produce light, I think.
Yeah.
So, like only dim light kind of 10 feet ahead type thing, but I produce light. My Crimson Right produces light. Actually, it's not my form.
I'll apologise. Oh, sorry. And then go, yeah, I'm coming. And then scurry on over.
Ichi, what are you doing? Because as they're sort of going. So firstly, give me an insight, Ichi. So Arta gives you a meaningful look. And then says, I think we should be more cautious than this. Me and Ash are going to hold here and set up camp.
16 on insight. What's he whispering?
Dante will still kind of be like just staring at the lack of a better term, the circuit.
Okay. So those two start to set up. They're like, and you can see that they're sort of staying near the center table.
Mm-hmm.
And they start to sort of move some stuff, clear an actual bit of space. Start to put out bedroll. Well, it's not full bedrolls. It'd be, they're not going full sleep camp. They're doing a short rest style, but they do start to set up a space for them to sit and be defensible, but still sit and take a rest.
Is going to stay with those two. Also,
Okay.
is kind of like seeing the flakes on the skin, like the peeling.
Okay.
Did you see that earlier, Ichi?
I believe so, because he came over to where I was by the.
Okay.
You also saw it initially when.
So I know we did all see a
Last
couple of us
session.
saw it at some point, but I didn't know if
Yeah.
we'd seen it on him.
Does it look similar to how previously when I saw him with like the not corruption, but like he had like black veins, didn't he? That was going up. This looks different to that.
No, this looks like more progressed than that.
Okay.
So whereas before it was like normal skin with black veins, this is now just like dead skin.
Yeah. Okay.
So I might have missed this when in the session that I wasn't here because I didn't know that these guys had seen any of that on Arthur
So
already.
they saw just flecks of black veins.
Right. Okay.
This is like this, and to be fair, I think only Ichi saw it.
I saw it first time I met Serato before he like
Right.
went away again
Yeah.
because he was like, oh, that's the thing that happens to our order. Do you not know about it? And I was like, no.
And to be fair, Ichi, you would see him producing that same flask, start to unscrew and drinking some. And as he does, the black does start to recede.
Okay.
Ichi, as they kind of like saddle up to the camp, is that how that progresses then?
The more we use our energies.
I don't understand why I don't get afflicted by it then, because I maybe have one more spell in me, but that's it.
The only thing I can think of is that you have not taken the oath yet. You are not a full knight. The squires do not feel the effects either, and he looks over and Ash sort of shows no signs, no nothing.
But does that happen when you become it? Because I took an oath.
But you were, as you said, you were doing your final rites, yes?
Yeah.
In the eyes of the of anything, it is not complete.
Right.
I would have thought that Ruth would have talked to you about this before you set off on your first adventure.
That's the thing. Ruth never had any of that. I watched them use their abilities and I never saw anything happen.
I could not say. This is something we have been afflicted with since the attack on our home base.
Interesting.
Some say it is the great loss we suffered. Others say it is a curse left by those that attacked us, for that anybody that would follow in the footsteps of our fallen brethren.
Right.
I'm going to flick over to Eleni and Volu as you move into the next space. There's another secondary circular room, fairly plain and bare. There's a few tables, a few bits of cloths, candles, and it gives you immediately the sort of like church vibes.
Okay.
And in the center, there is a ancient looking altar with inscriptions written around it.
Is it all celestial again? Stuff that I can't read.
It is, but give me you can either give me a religion or an arcana, both of you, as you sort of walk into this space.
Both the same. Ooh, it's a 19 now.
A 9.
Okay, so Volu, more celestial stuff. It does definitely, although for Volu, you're a bit uneasy in here. You're not sure why, but it doesn't feel that like comfortable for you. Eleni, as you're looking, it is celestial, but in the same way as like magical languages can be used and then an arcane symbol might be placed around. Do you know what I mean? Like you might write the word and put the arcane sigil around it. You are able to gather that essentially this room is warded against celestial magic.
Against it.
You know from history or from the text that angels are said to have very powerful energy in unifying and binding in all the stories you've ever heard. An angel arriving on the battlefield brings the underdogs together to fight back against the forces of evil. This room seems to aim to weaken that bond, that power, that energy.
Okay, that is odd. That doesn't make me feel particularly good.
As you finish reading it, the altar flashes a soft blue light, like you've seen the lights and the golem and all the other energy within the temple has been. And it washes over Eleni for a moment before settling. And you almost feel like you've got a little bit of an understanding in how celestial energy works.
Okay.
You'll have to make this as a note because I don't know when it will next come up. But the next attack or spell attack you make against a celestial creature is at advantage.
Next attack or spell attack against celestial at advantage.
No time limit. Just the next attack
Okay.
against that
If
type of creature.
if anyone was to get that, I'm glad it was Emma. Because if any of us if I walked in, you might as well give me the finger poke of doom.
I'm going to add that as a note, but the chance of me remembering that if it's too far away is like 0. We'll see.
And again, you see that there's 2 other corridors connecting off this room. And at the end of those corridors, you're seeing 2 very similar laid out rooms.
Okay.
I'll kind of tug on Eleni's thing. Maybe we should just hold back for a little bit. It doesn't feel right in here.
Yeah, this place, this is like it's protected against celestial, not for. It's not what I
Wow.
expected. There's
I don't
something,
like it.
no, there's something weird going on. And then I would lower my voice and just say, "Did you see Arta's skin? It's like that Master Delron's skin on his neck. It's like all black and sort of nasty looking."
Is it like a fever?
It looked just like Delron's. It looked like dead. Like there's something. I mean, he seems like a decent bloke, right? He's not done anything wrong or bad. He seems like a good guy, but I'm really uncomfortable with whatever's going on here. There's something strange.
We'll have to keep a watchful eye.
Maybe let's see if we can talk to Ichi when we get chance on his own.
Well, we should try.
And then I will
Yeah.
flick over. Actually, back to Ichi and Arta. As you've been sat for a moment, Arta says, Ichi, I didn't want to ask, but you must tell me. The case we were talking on earlier.
Yes.
It is Dante, isn't it?
I mean, there's no point hiding it now. Yes.
I have seen many affected by the planes. Only those possessed by it can shift like that.
Yes. But the work that Bruce did managed to put Dante back in control. It's not like a regular possession of Dante is there and this thing is trapped within them.
How can you be so sure?
Because I've been traveling with Dante for a while now. There are moments, yes, but Dante is one of the strongest fighters I know, physically and internally. I have my rituals that give me some reassurance. But I trust him. And I will fight for him. He's earned that. He's put up with this for so long. The last thing that I want to do is give up on him.
He turns and he's going to put a hand on your shoulder and he's going to cast Protect from. It's going to just make sure you ain't possessed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it washes over me.
I trust you have a good heart, Ichi. I just think it is misguided. Things can happen. For example, where is he now?
With the other two of the party.
He shakes his head. He did not follow them down that same corridor. And as you turn and look, just silence from the other corridors. And that is where we are going to end.
Ichi, your one job.
This week's session.
Don't look away.
I couldn't help myself. I really couldn't.
I know.
Thank you very much for watching. As always, thank you very much for playing. If you want to see what's going to happen next, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And as always, roll well. Bye.